phenomenal.
Thank you.
I know a lot of people asked about it. I want to know, how long did it take for their hair to get put together? How long did it take to take it out? And could you ever see yourself playing with your hair like that?
Hell
like
no.
an extra defender?
Hell no. That would never happen. I'd probably be running like this. But no, I mean, so the one thing that I think helped a lot with me getting ready was like, from my hair and my nails, I kind of like cut the process down a little bit by getting my hair done already. So I got a retwist like earlier. So shout out to my hairstylist that does my hair all the time in New York, Neva. She did my hair first, so she retwisted me. And then Kimber, who's like a legend, had her own show back in the day, LA Hair. She did my hair and like styled everything. That process probably took, I'd say, around 2 hours. It didn't take as long as I thought it would take. So she, put my hair up in a high ponytail, and then she used like the inside of my hair to create like almost like a foundation, wrapped it with some wire, and then she put more of my hair over it, and was able to then put the jewels and everything in. So it was just a great process, but just shout out to everybody. Everybody was really just locked in, and they made it fun, and it didn't feel like I was getting ready as long as I was getting ready. I think it's just a lot of like, it was like the cocktail reception, just got a chance to speak with everybody and just, mingle in the room, and just a chance to like pick people's brains, talk to people that you've seen, just being extremely successful and doing it on a big stage. So yeah, it was just a good opportunity just to speak to people.
Is it a ceremony that comes out?
No, so just cocktail reception, and that was like maybe like 2 hours, and then after that we went into like the dinner. There was like a performance, and we ate dinner, and then that was it.
You guys are the first Liberty, to my knowledge, first Liberty players that have gone to the Met Gala. Just what does that say about, the clashing of sports, basketball, but also culture and fashion and so many other things?
Yeah, I think it just means that we are like breaking more into that space of like notoriety, and that the game is growing. And I'm happy that I'm in the WNBA in this era where we can kind of be a part of things that are so cool, obviously. And just obviously, like I said before, just get that recognition and know that as female basketball players, we're able to enter those spaces that we've seen, our male counterparts enter before.
What was the getting ready process, and what was your favorite part of your outfit personally?
The getting ready process was long. It was very long. I think I got to the hotel at like 9, and I didn't leave out for the Met Gala until like 5:10, 5:30. So it was a long process, but it was also fun. Like, I think everybody's energy was amazing. My favorite part was obviously my hair. It didn't take as long as people thought it took. And then also I just felt like it added a cool factor. It kind of helped me stand out amongst everybody that was there.
Whenever there's a big event like this, there's always some complaints where a lot of black people feel like they can't get their stylists, they can't get the right makeup shades going.
Yeah.
For you, with this, those black stylists, designers, how much was that an added plus to the process of getting ready?
Yeah, I think the Liberty, our organization just did a really good job of just putting me in a position to be successful. Whether it was Clara Usai with helping us find the designer Sergio Hudson and his amazing work, and I think he dressed like maybe 15 people at the Met Gala that night, so he was definitely in high demand, and I think it speaks to the caliber of work that he does. And then Courtney Mays, who was just an amazing stylist, who just put everything together and just helped it really become a work of art. But everybody there was just really amazing from top to bottom, and I just felt like a better version of myself, and you always want to do that when you put on a nice fit, Yeah.
JJ, how involved were you in some of the design process?
Yeah.
You sent some sketches.
Yeah, I mean, it started when I was in China. We had those conversations, those early conversations with Sergio and Courtney. And my biggest thing was just that I wanted to be comfortable. You go there and it's such a like high fashion event, but there's also the other part of like just being comfortable when you get inside the gala. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. I felt extremely comfortable. I didn't feel like my feet were hurting or my hair was too tight. And I think that was the biggest thing, of just being comfortable, showing up as myself, and then also looking fly.
Who was the most interesting person that you got to meet?
I've been getting that question so much, but I just feel like I talked to so many amazing people while I was there. Like, I spoke to Zendaya. I spoke to, who else did I talk to? Meg Thee Stallion came up to me and she remembered me from when we met at Jimmy Kimmel. So that was a great moment. I had a chance to speak to Jonquel Jones. Said hey to Savannah James. I was just talking to everybody, honestly. I was walking around the cocktail reception just yapping.
How much do you think that the hunger will be there to repeat like you had last year to win the first championship?
Oh, it's there. It's there for sure. I I don't think anybody's coming in with this expectation that the season is going to be like a breeze or super easy. But we also understand now that, like I said before, it's a privilege to be the hunted. It's a privilege to be that team that everybody has circled off on that calendar, and everybody's going to be ready to play us. But the hunger is there, man. I think this has been the best training camp that I've been a part of since I've been into the league, in terms of everybody just coming in ready to go, really just understanding what we're trying to achieve out there on the court, offensively and defensively. And it's been a good camp so far.
Do you think this team can be? You won a championship, but do you think this team on paper can be better this season, just with the additions that you've made?
Most definitely. Yeah, I think so. I think we're better than last year, honestly and truly. And I think that, I hope that our chemistry and everything that we've done in the past it will transition like kind of smoothly into the regular season, and then we just keep taking it up another level.
Good job. I'm the last person in this huddle that's going to ask you anything about fashion, so
It's all right.
But you were always so candid about chasing that championship and how that was your why for so long.
Yeah.
And then you get there, you get to that point. How long before you could reset and reestablish goals, and what are those goals for you this year?
I think I just kind of like, obviously I was still working out, like I was lifting and like running the beach at home in the Bahamas before I got back on court. But I think I was able to take a good bit of time until like I went to China to really get back into like basketball mode. But for me, my goals are kind of simple, like just kind of being better out of screens, being a little bit better in terms of getting out of screens after I'm screening, and then also on defense, kind of being higher up, being a little bit more active inside those ball screens that I'm playing defense on. And then it's to win another championship. You know, I feel like people are thinking like, oh, you got one. Like, are you as hungry? But the thing is, as a competitor, you want to do it again. So, I don't know if I'm done competing, then I think it'll probably be time for me to just hang it up. Yeah.
JJ, can we get a preview of your commencement speech at GW coming up?
Yes, Mike, a preview of my speech. I will open up my paper. I will look up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I will deliver a wonderful speech. Yeah.
How was that different for you, and how was the transition kind of been stylistically?
I think the transition has been good. I think for me it's been really good because I've been shooting the ball very well. But I'm still trying to find that flow or that transition between playing 5-out but also still being able to get post-up opportunities. And us as a team being intentional about that. So I think that's one of the areas that we have the biggest area for growth right now. And we have been really just trying to lock in like our tendencies, our movement and 5-out. And we really haven't had a chance to really focus on the post-ups as much. But I think in transition, kind of like how I played later on in the season in the playoffs, is just like running ahead of everybody, posting up big, showing my numbers, and trying to use those opportunities as post-up opportunities.
And then I know, Sandy said you had an excused absence yesterday.
Yeah.
How late did you get home on Monday night?
It was crazy. I didn't go to any after parties at all, and I still got home at like 1 o'clock. So I was gassed, man. I don't know how Stewie and Sabrina did it. Hats off to them, but I couldn't do it. You can go ahead. One more. Come on.
You guys are one of the last, if not the last team to play a preseason game this
Yeah.
season. Just what is the benefit to that, to have, several practices ahead of you and not be running into a preseason game like 3 days in, like some people?
There you go. You said it.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
Nah, it's kind of the same thing. We just have more time to practice, more time to prepare, more time to just kind of understand player tendencies with the newer people in camp, and they understand us. And I think it also gives the people that are trying to make a spot on the team a chance to kind of show themselves and have more practices under their wing to get comfortable and really get into who they are individually and what they bring to the team that's unique.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
JJ.